Sunday fun day. Let's talk some Underdog fantasy pick'em. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Keg. And hey, it's Sunday fun day. I figured why not dig into our tools a little bit over at dailyedgesports.com and kind of check out what we have to offer on the tool set side. I found 3 plays that I do like. We'll show them. I'll show them how I pull them up on the tools, and we'll talk a little bit about them, give you my analysis, play them, fade them. Just thought it'd be fun to do a little Underdog fantasy pick 'em video. It's much easier to pick out plays. They have things up really early over Underdog Fantasy compared to some of the other sites out there. If you don't have that account, make sure you use that promo code CashKeg. Get yourself that 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Like always, the link is in the description below. And with that, let's just talk a little bit of Underdog. Let's go. All right, as you can tell, we have the Underdog Fantasy Pick'em desktop up here. They got a sweet mobile app you can download both on the Google and Apple Store. And we're going to talk 3 plays here. If you want to go over and check us out at dailyedgesports.com, this is my site that we kind of put up everything that we have here. We're slowly adding things to it. But this is one of the tool sets you have in our toolbox that you notice here. And this is the projection EV model here. So it has the plus EV, but it also includes our custom projections that Diddy has up there to kind of show you where we're at with things. So this is what we're pulling up. Again, I've showed you with the PrizePicks one in the past. We're continuing to add to this and bring as much value as we can. But the fun thing is here, there's a lot of plays that are up early over here at Underdog. And again, you can jump on and get access to these. But let's talk about 3 of them that we do like. Again, we have these really nice things you can pull down if you want to look at any plays here. You know, if you want to look at singles or whatever it is, you can pull down by the stat category, or you can just search. And there's a couple players I found, so I'm just going to search these up to pull them up. First one on the board here we're going to talk about is Bryce Harper, and we have a projected at 0.79 singles here, and it looks like the juice is around -125 if you're looking at one of the books. So our Daily Edge DS hit percentage, which is Daily Edge Sports hit percentage, we tried. I'd like to have this over 60, but with baseball it's a little bit different for me. And the reason I like him is just kind of he's on a tear right now. He's had a single in 8 of his last 9 games. Just absolutely playing great baseball right now. You know, and it's a spot where he's going up against a pitcher and Drew Rom that, you know, just now hasn't had a lot of play in the last 30 days. Like, he hasn't pitched a lot. He's only faced 5 lefties, but in those 5 lefties, 750 ISO and a 558 WOBA against them. So, yeah, when a hitter's hot like this, I'm just going to keep on riding them. And again, the fantasy points did get pulled off the board with this projection. It looks like it's not up there now, and then you can see how high it is. So he does hit a lot of singles. I don't mind taking a shot at that. I generally like to look at total bases, but again, just coming in here, want to talk about these plays a little bit. That's one that I kind of noticed. Going back to our tool a little bit, one other play that I noticed that stood out with me a little bit here is looking over at oh, he's not up here anymore. Oh, I got on single still. That's why. Is Ryan Noda here? So, kind of looking up at Ryan Noda here at the Athletics. He is going up in pitching against the Colorado Rockies here in Ty Block, and Ty's got like a 9% walk rate against lefties. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong play here. He's going up against Mike Clevenger. My bad. And Mike Clevenger's got a 9% walk rate against lefties. Ryan Noda should be leading off here against Clevenger. And, you know, if we look at him through the season against right-handed pitching, he walks 17% of the time against righties, which is a lot. We have him projected at 0.77 walks here. And if we kind of look at, you know, his last 30 days, he's still got a 12% walk rate. And so I don't mind taking a shot at that 12% walk rate for him at all. And yeah, going up against Clevenger, you know, a decent spot that we can kind of look and take advantage of. We look at what Clevenger's done walk wise. He's given up 4 walks last outing against the Mariners, 2 against the Cubs, 3 against the Yankees. So if you're going to give me a guy at the top of the order that, walks a decent amount, I'll take a jab at him here. So I don't mind looking at this one and putting Ryan Noda here at higher than half a walk and taking a shot here with that. And then the last one I'm kind of looking at that I pulled up, and one is it kind of, the tool is telling me one thing, but I kind of dug it up a little bit that I do like here. And we're going to go to Jorge Mateo, and we got singles and we got walks singles and strikeouts for him. And he's the one that's going up against high block here, and he should be hitting in the 9 hole. And one thing, we have him at the strikeouts. It has DraftKings has him at a -135 on the under. And the projection that Underdog Fantasy has is, at this half strikeout. And in the last 30 days against left-handed pitching, 22 plate appearances, he's only struck out 4% of the time. And you're going to get a guy in the 9 hole here. And so if he faces him, 2 or 3 times and only has to face one guy at the bullpen, I'll take my chances at him not striking out here. So that's the third one that I'm kind of looking at taking here is Mateo coming down the 9 hole, strikeouts. Again, this is where the tool has him. The tool has him as over because it's looking at the projection and everything involved here. But this is where I'll kind of look at it and be like, okay, well, if we just go and pull up, and this is what I like to do when I'm looking at these with Underdog, which is great. I love to come here and kind of look at, go to batter walks, each one of these categories. I just like to pull it up and kind of see. Like I pulled up Aaron Judge and we have him at 0.38 walk because, again, he's going up against a pitcher that doesn't walk. But then when you pull him up and kind of dive a little bit deeper into the weeds here with him, we know that Judge walks a ton. So it was like, it was one that I was like, oh, I want to recommend him, but he's walked in the last 30 days. He's walked 23% of the time. But it's one of those things against righties. Zach Little has not walked anybody in the last 30 days. So it's like, I can't do it. But anyways, looking at this, I'll adjust it with a projection and kind of look at it a little bit. And that's where we got, again, Noda here with the 77 with the highest walk projection that we have. And that's why I picked him. And then if we go over here to better strikeouts, that's where you can kind of see the projection for Mateo, the lowest projection that we have for batter strikeouts. And that's why I kind of looked at him and dug up him a little bit. So this is how I kind of look at it, go through the tools, kind of see what's popping within our projections, and then kind of looking at the plus CV stuff that we have out here, and just diving in this way. So it's an invaluable tool. I use this every morning for both, sites that we have out there. But for Underdog, it's great because they have things out super early. So it's something I really enjoy. So that's the 3 plays that I'm kind of looking at here. I'm going to dig into some more and drop them into our plays over at dailyedgesports.com if you want to check us out there. But again, if you don't have that account over at Underdog Fantasy, make sure you use that promo code CashKid and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. And like always, I will see you guys on the flip side. Enjoy your Sunday fun day. Deuces.